Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, October 30th. Here's what's happening. President Donald Trump is on the way back to the United States following a trip to Asia that concluded with a meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping in South Korea. The meeting only lasted an hour and 40 minutes, and the president says he's reached a one-year deal with China on critical rare earth minerals and some tariffs. The deal would see fentanyl-linked tariffs on China lowered by 10%, cutting tariffs on Chinese exports from 57% to 47%. Trump says Beijing is committed to fighting the flow of fentanyl. He also announced that China will start buying American soybeans again and said he plans to visit there next year. U.S. Catholic bishops are urging Congress to end the government shutdown and protect the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. Archbishop Timothy Broglio, president of the USCCB, said it's, quote, unjust and unacceptable that millions could lose food aid as federal funding stalls. SNAP benefits for 42 million Americans are set to end on November 1st unless lawmakers act. Archbishop William Lori of Baltimore also urged support for struggling families, saying church ministries will remain open. The shutdown has now entered its 29th day with no deal yet to restore funding. President Trump is ordering the Department of War to begin testing nuclear weapons. In a Truth Social post, Trump said due to the testing programs of other countries, he's instructing the department to start testing U.S. weapons, quote, on an equal basis. In the post, he specifically cited the nuclear programs of Russia and China. The last time the U.S. tested a nuclear weapon was in 1992. A ruling on President Trump's National Guard troop deployment to Chicago won't be released by the Supreme Court until next month. On Wednesday, the High Court asked for additional briefing before it makes its ruling. The justices asked for both the Trump administration and the state of Illinois to address the term, quote, regular law in the federal law used by the president to deploy the Guard. The deployment of National Guard troops to Chicago was blocked earlier this month by a federal court. The Supreme Court indicated it won't issue a ruling until November 17th at the earliest. And the Federal Reserve has lowered interest rates by a 0.25 percentage point again. It marks the second straight interest rate cut. The benchmark rate is now in a range of 3.75% to 4%. The Fed's cut has a trickle-down effect on consumers, lowering mortgage, credit card, and auto loan interest rates. Stocks were mixed on the news as Federal Reserve Board Chairman Jerome Powell said another interest rate cut in December is not a foregone conclusion. That's the news this morning. I'm Matthew Handley.